Depuis cet atelier-là, il est venu après qu'il nous fin déjà commencé un premier process que nous engage la Banque mondiale pour venir aider nous, qui est un coup qui va donner un gouvernement qui est capable, nous sommes capables de réaliser, nous sommes capables de mettre des données comme open data. Et qui veut dire open data veut dire des données qui sont capables d'être utilisées, réutilisées ou redistribuées sans aucun besoin pour une de bonne permission au gouvernement. Il n'y a pas besoin de copyright, pas besoin de rien. Nous partageons des données, ils sont capables et une entreprise capable de servir pour créer un nouveau produit, un nouveau service. Ce workshop-là, il y a un workshop qui suit ce que nous faisons en juin. Que World Banking a l'occasion de joindre beaucoup de ministères, départements et aussi des développeurs de code, des programmeurs et tout, et même le secteur privé, pour d'un coup qui ban données qui se tient content de gagner du gouvernement. Donc, on a fait cette étude-là. Ils viennent avec un certain nombre de données, datasets, qui nous appellent ça, qui nous capables de release, qui nous capables de mettre dehors. Donc, nous sommes venus là pour capable valider tout ça là. Et donc là, nous sommes capables de gagner un engagement avec tout le monde, gagner une discussion. Et guetter si nous bien comprenons qui ça va donner a été, qui va donner qui vraiment peut avoir une valeur à bonne entreprise et à bonne citoyen. Et donc quand nous terminons ça, là nous passons à l'étape de recommande au gouvernement à travers le cabinet qui nous peut demander ce approval. Et aussi important de savoir que Open Data est aussi la base pour l'innovation. Donc l'innovation il fait parce qu'il y a des données, parce que les données sont available partout.
We're here today to deliver the Open Data Readiness Assessment for the government of Mauritius. The World Bank was here in June. We brought a team of open data experts with us to meet with about 150 different data stakeholders, of which I think about 50 or more were government agencies and about 25 were what we call the demand side of open data, which is private sector, civil society, academia and media. And we asked them about the data sets that they have, what format they're in, whether they share them with the public and how they're being shared, or what data sets they're interested in having, and whether they're able to get those data sets. And the report that we've delivered to the Ministry of Technology, Communications and Innovation is really straightforward, and it provides a number of findings and many recommendations and action items should the government of Mauritius be interested in embarking on an open data initiative. There are many data sets that the government has that are ready to be opened. Some are already in an opened format, meaning that they're machine readable, but they currently don't have an open license, meaning that people can't liberally use them or reuse them also for commercial purposes. And in some cases, the data sets are being shared in PDF format on a website, and that's not an open format because it's not easy for computers to read that data and process and manipulate that data. What we have found, though, is it really won't take all that much in order for those data sets to be published in an open format. What's really important is for the government to consider an open data policy. So for the ministry to develop a policy and submit it to cabinet for consideration, as well as to start preparing the data sets that would be published. Thirdly, to engage with the demand side, so those who would be using the data, to find out what data sets they're interested in, to create a relationship and develop a continuing and ongoing relationship with them. What our report has also done is identified what we call the quick win data sets. So looking at priority sectors such as tourism, agriculture, health, education, of course Ministry of Finance budget and expenditure data, and a number of other different line ministries' data. We looked at the data sets that are typically the ones of most interest to users as part of an open data initiative, and we've identified the ones that are ready to be opened, and we called those the quick win data sets. We also identified priority data sets. Those are the ones that are really quite important to include, but they're not quite ready yet for publication. Something still needs to be done to them to ready them, so we've identified those as well. And there's a listing of them in the report that we submitted to government. So we would encourage government to consider a policy, develop that policy, adopt what's called an open data license. So that's another main recommendation, which is to adopt the terms and conditions of all government data that would enable people to use them, as well as start readying those quick win data sets. We stand ready to help the government of Mauritius should they choose to continue in this endeavor.